and we'll be playing her new song a little later. Everybody, I am so excited. So again, if people missed it, let me give them another proper introduction. They my co-host tonight. They didn't know they were staying the night, right, y'all? But hey, I work the night shift, so y'all want to come up in here, y'all gonna have to just. It is what it is. Should have brought your pillow. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But we have in the studio Lady Kimberly Jackson and Monique White. How are you, girls? Yeah. Yeah, good. Good. Are y'all feeling good? Yes. Yeah, so let's talk about all of this new music that you have coming up. First, we're going to talk about the conference. Know that you are enough. So let's talk a little bit about that. What was the purpose be? What birthed it, I guess, for you?
What birthed this particular conference was my testimony of me feeling less than myself. That was where it all generated from. And once I felt that I was where I needed to be, I wanted to give back to the community. First, starting off with the women to help remind them that they are enough, that they are a great mother, that they're a great sister, a great cousin, a great auntie, a great grandmother, like they're good enough, they're a good wife, they're all of these different things that society tries to make us feel less than. So I wanted that to go out. I wanted them to understand it. That they don't have to be insecure. They don't have to be stuck in their insecurities. They can actually look in the mirror at themselves and say, I am pretty enough to be this. I can reach the highest mountain with the wisdom and the knowledge that I have in my mind, and educated enough to get the degree that I want and make the money that I want. So that's where it generated. That's definitely where it generated from.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. I think Kim, and see, that's when I think we talked earlier about like your mess, your mistakes, your failures, your disappointments, trauma, challenges can really lead you to what God has called you to do. Now, I'm excited, people. You can find it on Eventbrite. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. Goes down August the 10th. Monique, who is here, she's just not sitting here looking cute because she ain't got nothing to do tonight. Right? Let me tell y'all about this little situation. Who knows what's going on? Anytime, any place, right? Earlier, I had a little technical difficulty. I just keep it real. I said, let me watch this replay. If I was saying something crazy, I'm deleting it. Part 2, don't worry about all that. Monique, you're part of the conference too, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, doing what? You're the host with the most?
I'm her MC for the conference second year, so I did good the first year.
Yeah, it's always nice when you get asked back.
Yeah.
When you don't, see ya, but do you need me next year? Nah, we'll let you know.
I used to see the conference picture, but you wasn't.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Honey.
Yeah.
That's another story. Yeah, I've been there. Oh yeah, we want you to be part of the conference, and I see the flyer. I'm like, okay, but my picture's not on here, and why are people at? And then I had to have a talk with them. And what happened was it was 2 people planning it, but I was not in it. So I said, well, I'm not going to be a part of it anymore. Y'all go ahead, because it just, and it was a lot going on. So, so anyway, but yeah, I've been there. I'm like, but wait, I thought I was a part of it. Why? But anyway, we'll deal with that later. But anyway, well, that was years ago. But yeah, so Monique, what role are you playing?
I am her MC.
Yes. Okay.
I
good.
don't know what other role she had for me. I know that much. She's the MC.
Yeah.
Her first conference was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The spirit moved in that building. So
Good.
I am looking forward to see what is going to happen this year for her second year. And now you're incorporating men into this situation.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's good. What made you want to add men?
Because the men were jealous.
Okay.
And they were like, why didn't you include us? We wanted to go. We wanted to be a part. So due to popular demand,
okay,
I added them and I said, okay, well, we will bring the men in because they also have insecurities as well.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, we're going to bring you guys in and then we're going to call it I Am Enough.
Yeah.
Men and Women United.
Oh, is that the new name?
Yes, it is.
Okay. United.
Yeah. For this year, yeah. For
this year. Remix. You are in a remix. That's all I was saying. Yeah. I love that. So the men said we want to be a part of it. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. You all, if you go back to the other interview I previously did, like maybe 20, 30 minutes ago, you'll see a little bit of it. And then I'll be bringing the panelists back again because we want it fresh on your minds. We're going to be having the conversation again in June, right? Yeah. I want to talk to you, though, Monique, because, see, the thing is, what made the conference, you said the spirit moved. I want people to know what they should expect.
Oh, yeah. I mean, from beginning to end, from the choice, the people she chose to come in and do praise and worship.
Oh, yeah.
And that part of the conference, and then you had the panel, and the audience was able to put questions in the box, and the panelists answered those questions very transparent.
Oh, wow, love it.
So it was just all around amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that's what people need to get. See, because the speakers you have, I'm one of the speakers. We got, it's time to take off the mask. We can't be up there acting like we have it all together. No, it's going to be some breakthroughs.
Yes. I'm looking forward. I'm really, really excited for this for you. And I'm looking forward to it because in 2021, I started doing shows with men and women to remove their masks. And you will be amazed by how men would sit down and talk to me about things they normally would not talk to anybody about.
Yeah.
And was very transparent about it. So I can't wait.
That's good. I didn't get to go last year. I'm excited to be there this year. Speaking, being used by God, whatever, right? And I could feel the spirit of the other panelists as they were on here earlier. Man, it's going to be a good group. I think it's going to be a good group, man. And I didn't know some of these people have dealt with this.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, man. So, Kim, we got to talk about. So, people, we got to put it up here. Get your tickets. I Am Enough, Women and Men on Eventbrite. Goes down August the 10th. You got to get your tickets. Now, Kimmy, talk about your new music that you have coming out.
Yes, so I just released my new record called Jesus Will See You Through. Woo! February the 15th.
Let me drop some, Y'all hear the applause?
Thank you.
Yeah, applause.
Yes, and so I'm so excited. It was produced by Houston's own Zach Fisher from SF Productions, and he produced my last record, God Will Do It, as well. And so the collaboration with him has been amazing. I announced recently that he is now, I have made him my producer.
Hello.
Going forward. And so the collaboration, when you know that the collaboration is good and you guys know how to come together and bring your vision together, then the work just continues to grow. And so I know God had guided me in the right direction. And so I'm excited about this record. Oh my God, I love this record.
Why? What is it you love about it so much?
Oh my God. First of all, I got to really be more free.
What do you mean?
So I got to lay all of my emotions on the line. I got to be different than my first two records. because I was going through stuff as I was going through the process to record the song.
Okay.
That was the significant part about it, because when I wrote the song, I had just came off of God Will Do It, and I was like really wanted to be isolated from everybody at that point. And I was asking God to send me something different. And also, you look at social media and people will say, have said, we don't see enough Jesus music anymore. Nobody's shouting Jesus out anymore like they do God. And so I was like, okay, well, Lord, send me something for the Jesus.
Come on now.
And as soon as he gave me this record, I didn't realize that there were going to be some things I was going to have to face in order to say Jesus will see me through.
Come on now. Yeah.
Dealing with grief. My cousin passed during the writing process. My uncle passed right after I recorded my vocal 2 weeks later. Job loss, all kind of stuff was
so you were going through some stuff.
I was going through stuff to where I had to stay. Not only can you record or something like that, but you won't have to actually go through stuff and say, I'm actually going to see me through all of this stuff. You know? And so once it was time to record it, I was able to lay out all of my emotions, everything that I had dealt with. It came out in the booth. And so what you get to hear is the strength of the struggle that I had to go through in order to understand that Jesus, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, not only will he see me through, but he'll see anybody through whatever it is that they're going through. So I wanted to be able to encourage the people with God's guidance and with the Lord's guidance that he'll telling you. He'll see you through.
Monique, you?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You have seen me through a whole lot.
Yeah.
In past years and present.
Yeah.
As recent as last year. So most definitely, he will definitely see you.
Yeah.
But you know what, and this is what I have come to realize, right? And that's why people, and you better be careful about wanting to jump on the mic. Because this is what I have learned. The words you speak, you're going to have to stand on.
That's right. That's right.
Singer in the choir, you singing about faith and all that. It's not just you're going to have to stand on those words, choir soloists. I'm speaking. I was speaking at this church, right? And it was just it was a flat tire situation and just little stuff. And I thought how the day was gonna go. It did not go. And I'm like, God, but I'm about to go speak. Like, why couldn't this just be? I'm trying to do this for you. Why did you allow these little challenges to happen in the middle? And I got to speak tomorrow. Still didn't finish my talk, right? But I tell you, it gave me so much material and to speak on to the people, because we look like we've had it out. Sometimes you don't have months to prepare. You got to get up there. And sometimes your challenges are the material.
Right.
And, and we have to understand, just because you're on the platform, it doesn't mean you're not going to go through stuff. In fact, God will use us and shine the spotlight because we're, so be careful about wanting to hop on the mic.
That's right.
To hop in different positions.
Yeah.
Just the mic, just to hop in different positions because you think you can do it and that's good.
Yeah.
But you, like you saying, Don, you have to stand on that.
Yeah. And that's what I realized. So anybody out there, you want to be a speaker, a singer? Kim just said she thought she was going to sing something else. God said, no, it's about to come from the heart, because it's going to be some stuff, Kim.
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. And we're going to be playing the song later for the people. But man, Kim, so you were going through all that at once.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you think the song would have came out the same way if you hadn't gone through those struggles, though?
No.
Wow.
Because every time I was getting ready to, I was like, I'm ready to record. I'm coming, ready to do my part. Something else will happen. Yeah. Something else will happen.
Wow.
And then I felt like God was saying, you're not ready yet.
Oh, that's what he said.
You're not ready yet. Because I need you to feel what you're saying. I see that you wrote the words. You got the words. You prayed about it. You went to the Word of God. But I need you to feel everything that's about to go down. Everything. Listen, the parking garage at the job that I own.
Wow.
You know? And so it's like you got to feel it. And every time I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready. This happened. I'm ready. You're not ready yet. You're still not. I was like, you still not ready. I'm like, man, how much more I gotta go through in order to be ready?
Wow.
You gotta go through a little bit more up until you really feel that emotion. Because you gotta, whenever I always told artists, I say it on live all the time.
Yeah.
If you're going to be in ministry and you're going to be a gospel artist, you have to understand that this is real. Like, you can't just play with it. You can't just think that you're gonna write a song and just record, and then if you're doing it for the right reason, you're going to feel the struggle.
Wow.
In the midst of on the way to getting to where you're trying to go. And so I have 3 songs under my belt now.
Okay.
And every song I have written, I had to go through stuff before recording it. So that you could feel, because you have to mean what you sing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you have to do what you have to not only mean it, but you have to live it. And so I had to live. Jesus was see it. And every time something happened, I was like, all right, I know you're going to see me through this one. I know you're going to see me through that one. So, but yeah, I recorded, like I said, I recorded my part, my BGVs recorded their part last year. But then all this other stuff happened to where I couldn't get to my stuff until January. And then right after that, it was another family death. And so it just kind of broke me down.
Oh, wow.
And I had to say, okay, Jesus, I know you're going to see me through this. And literally, the significant thing about God is he'll encourage you even through the grief. And while I was in that moment, I literally released a record there, leaving the funeral home.
Oh, wow.
My daughter's like, what are you doing, Mom? I said, nothing. I said, I got to get this out because now they really got to know. They really got to know. And while I was leaving, I pressed that button, the green button. Now it's time to release it. Because now you done been through the stuff that you had to go through.
Yeah.
Wow.
So God is good.
Wow.
And really, the song came out the week after the funeral.
Wow.
So I'm thankful.
Because, and what I like what you said, and Monique, I want you to chime in on this, because we can tell if somebody done been through something when they're singing, right? Or when they're speaking, they can talk about it. It's just not a pretty little speech, not a nice little song. You can tell they done been through something, right? So yeah, and Monique, you're a peer counselor. That is, you were being prepared for that. And you laugh now, but yeah.
I went through many fires.
Yeah.
So when I tell my past or a little bit of present that I had to go through last year or the past couple of years, when I tell these things to some of the clients, they look at me because I don't look like what I'm telling you. So normally the first thing I get is, you don't look like you've been homeless. You don't look like you lived with a mama that was schizophrenic and they say 6 years in a mental institution. You don't look like you had a brother with a substance abuse. You don't look like you tried to commit suicide, because I did. And they look at me and they like, you don't look like that, but I do. And then I break down layers of maybe my mom's story, my story, my brother's story, to show them, look at me. I'm still here. So if I can change things around and I can come out of that 2-year depression and not wanting to kill myself and not wanting to feel like I needed to no longer be here. Yeah. You can too. You can too. I explained a lot to them in regards to just last year as I'm preparing for this job. And I'm talking to you. I was in a storm.
Yeah.
I had a fire, had to start working. I had other stuff going on. I was in a whole fire. It was back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. And I said, but I'm in here telling you you can make it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's every day now.
Yeah.
And then with the show, I mean, I always talked about removing your mask. So it depending on what my topic was, sometimes I remove some of my own masks that normally shop them, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. And that's why you don't want to be anybody either, right? Because I'm sure, and Kim, are you going to sing a little for us on the air later on, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And I will, and she has asked me to be her background singer for her upcoming no, I'm kidding. That's a lie. We don't want the roof caving in. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie. But Kim, I wish I could sing like Kim. I wish I could counsel like Monique. You want to walk through what you sing like Kim sings, because she done been through some things. That's right. You don't want to speak like somebody else. They speaking with so much power because they've been through some fires. Yeah. When the match is up under, or not the match, the what do you call it? The flame. You can't sing like Kim, and you want to walk what she's walked to have that. You want to walk through what Monique's walked through to have no. Yeah, yeah. So I think it's too much of us. We look at what other people have, and we want what somebody else has, or you don't know what they're about to walk into. You know.
Or because we making something look easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one thing I learned, it looks for us, it's like easy because that's our purpose and that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And it's really not easy when God prepares you.
That's right.
Like Monique, you've been through so much. You're like, nothing bothers me now.
No.
So it's not that it's easy. It's just you've been through so much that you like, you know what? This ain't nothing. Y'all think it's easy. No, I've been through some stuff. This little stuff ain't nothing.
And I had to learn, like I've spoken to you before, it comes with maturity. It comes with a lot because I had to grow and I had to learn and just maturity. Yeah.
I think so. Now, look, I want you to, ladies, this is some good conversation, isn't it? Don't lose faith. Jesus will see you through. How do you have faith, though, in the midst of that? I have had people on, and I just love asking people this question. And for those who may not understand, how do you not get angry with God in the midst? Because some people don't understand, how are Christians, so talk about the peace God gives you in the midst and how he sees you through,
just like what he did, when they were on the boat. When there was so much chaos and the weather was crazy and the water was going crazy and the boat was just shaking and Jesus was sleeping the whole time.
Oh, yes, he was.
Yeah. Why you sleep? You don't feel all this? And he like, what's y'all's problem?
Yeah.
What do you mean? And all Jesus had to say was, peace, be still.
Wow.
And everything was calm. And so when you think about that story and that scenario, you realize, first of all, the word already says that there's going to be days when you're going to have trouble anyway.
Yeah.
It already tells you that.
It does tell us that. Yeah.
And so, but he also knows that he's going to deliver you and bring you out of every situation that you deal with. So you don't have to worry about it going on forever. So my dad always says this to me when I'm going through a lot. My dad's really he's a huge encourager. He's always smiling. You'll never know when he's angry.
Yeah.
You'll never know when he's sad. And I used to wonder, how you always walk around with your smiling face? He says, when I go through stuff, he'll say, did you pray enough? Did you pray enough?
Wow.
Did you go to God?
Wow.
What are you doing? Because I don't understand why you acting all Lulu.
Yeah.
You're going crazy like you don't know who God is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like you forgot the
you-
last time he brought you through.
Yeah. And it's like, hello, you know God, right? So if you know God and he's got you through all the other things, then what makes you think that he won't get you through this?
Wow.
When the birds are hungry, he gonna make sure they have food.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't have, so you mean to tell me he'll feed the birds, but he won't feed me?
Because it says how much more does he care? A bird doesn't work. A bird can't minister. A bird,
Exactly.
right? So how much more are we important than the birds if he makes sure they eat?
Exactly.
Right, Monique? He gonna make sure we eat, but we forget that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's powerful right there. That's the answer, Kim. You told us the answer. So to anybody wondering, well, why does God allow Christians? If you love the Lord, get out of the false church you're in. And get out of the church telling you every day is going to be a perfect, pretty day, because that contradicts the word of God. The word of God says, while we live on this earth, there will be trials.
That's right.
So get out of that false church you in, or get in the word of God, because this was prophesied.
Mm-hmm.
You will have some challenging days. We see the people who were shot by that racist boy while they were praising the Lord, having Bible study. God did not promise that we would die a peaceful death at 200 years old. If you look at the disciples, they died an ugly, bloody death. Martin Luther King Jr. was the king of civil rights, was assassinated. There is no guarantee, right? Man, I know a survivor of domestic violence. She said, Dawn, I'm advocating, and I'm going to keep advocating, has a lifetime restraining order against her abuser. She said, if I die doing this, it's what I was called to do, but I'm not going to stop fighting. So I mean, and get out of them. That's why you need to be in a Bible-based church. Not that it's going to make it easy and you're just going to be skipping along a tough challenge, but at least that's good right there. That's the answer, Kim, and the reminder. Monique, how do you keep the peace?
The same way. But again, for me, I have to say maturity for me.
Yeah.
Because I had to learn that he is always with me. He's always going to walk with me no matter what I'm going through. He's always going to provide for me. But I had to learn that as I got older.
Mm.
You know, even when I was in church, you can be in church and you can not be in church.
Hello. I was there, but didn't know.
And didn't have a clue. So
yeah.
For me, and it was maturity. So now I can go to sleep.
Oh, that's good.
I just said that to somebody the other day. You have to learn how to do what you can do and what you cannot do. You take your hands off of it.
Wow.
And you give it to him. And I said that yesterday to somebody. And I had to learn that because I used to freak out when I had stuff going on in the past and stressed out, worried, wouldn't sleep, wouldn't eat, cry, all of those things. Now, when I had something going on, when I had a fire and had to move in 2 days and didn't know how I was going to make that happen and was starting a new job, I would sleep. They told me, Miss White, you can't sleep in the apartment because we got smoke inhalation and all that. Just Monique turned on. When the people said we could turn the lights back on, they turned the lights back on. Monique washed all them dirty towels that had got soaked wet from the bottom. Monique turned the air on, Dawn and Kim, and Monique went to sleep. My neighbor said, "Are you gonna sleep?" Yes, I'm going to sleep, and then tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and figure out how to move all my stuff into a whole nother apartment. But if I was younger, I would have been freaking out, panicking, and all kinds of stuff.
Wow. I tell you, yeah. And I think, I'm telling you ladies, y'all right there are, because Monique, I know some of your testimony, right?
You do. Yes,
and Kim, to hear you talk about that thank you. Because you could have prayed, oh, well, I got the words, I was sleeping, and it happened, and the words came to me in a dream.
Oh, yeah.
And the words came in a dream, and as I was dreaming, the words came to me, and that's how the song, no, you done been through some stuff.
That's right.
Wow. My goodness. What has been, because you talked a little earlier about somebody said they heard your music and they put down the pills and they were about to take their life. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was on Facebook Live actually before I actually put out any music. And I used to go live on Facebook and just sing like all kind of gospel church songs that I knew. And I had got a call from a friend that said, you know, someone reached out to me and told me that it was something that you sung on live. I'm not sure what song it was, from my apartment during the pandemic. And it made them put the pills down.
Wow.
And because at that moment it was like during the pandemic, you know, it was really, really tough.
Oh yeah, for everybody.
Really tough, right? And so, especially being a single mother of my little girl, well, she ain't little anymore, but at that time it was tough. And so, hearing that was like, wow, okay. So what I'm doing is supposed to be what I'm supposed to be doing.
Wonderful.
You know, so it just made it grow more and more throughout the years after the pandemic. So yeah.
Wow. Monique, I tell you. But let's talk about how the wrong people around us can make you lose your. I mean, your dad said, and see, my mama's like that too. She's one of my go-tos if I want the honest truth. See, sometimes I don't want to go to her if I want to do what I want to do. But sometimes I'm like, Mama, what do you think of this? And if she's like, okay, I'm like, okay, woo, good, you know. But sometimes she's like, did you pray about it? I need you to wait, Dawn, or God needs you to wait. Calm down. Don't just pick up and do this. Did you? It matters who's around you. Because you don't need to hear, oh, Kim, oh my gosh, I can't believe, no, did you pray about it? Did you pray about it, Monique?
Always.
Because some people coddle. Some people are, girl, let's go to the club. Girl, what's that going to do?
That's not going to solve that. It's the same thing I say about when people, let's go get a drink. Well, after you have that drink or 2 drinks or 3 drinks, that problem you had is still there.
And you got a headache.
And a hangover.
Yeah. I know. Been there. Yeah.
Yes.
You're adding problem on top of problem. You need people who are going to lead you. And this is what you need to be around people who are leading you further to Christ.
Yes.
Not farther away from Christ. And people mean well, but some of our Christian friends, I mean, we're all growing at different levels. I love all my friends, right? But some are not my prayer warriors. Some I don't go to for wise counsel. And that's just the truth is the truth. Right? So you have to be mindful too. And then also people try, oh, Kim, you doing another song, girl? Right? You've had that too? People try to stop you from...
I mean, y'all just be so amazing and stuff like that.
Tell it. It's no judgment, just realness.
You know, oh, you should have did this way or this that way. Or And it's like...
So is that coming, so let me ask a question.
Yeah, do it.
So is that coming from people that are in the music business or that's coming from people that are not?
They're not. I have definitely got that from the not. Oh, if you did it this way, this would have been better. And it's like, but that's not where God has placed me or put me, or that's not the direction where God wanted me to go. So I totally believe in, especially when you're trying to really do something like, you know, ministry-wise and music-wise, you're living your dream, everything has to be strategic.
Yeah.
And you have to really get some real true guidance. And I just was thinking about the whole thing about having the wrong people around you. A lot of times people have certain people around them to stroke their ego.
Yeah.
They have their yes men, their yes women. Yeah, do that, yeah. Knowing they dead wrong, they don't need to be doing it. But a lot of times people have people around them because they want to stroke their ego, or they have the wrong people around them that may be an opportunist to benefit from what they're doing to try to find their way in to get to where they want to go. You know, and so I'm like, yo, I have a very small circle.
Yeah.
It's like this little.
Yeah.
Because even my parents taught me, number one, everybody is not your friend.
That's right.
Unfortunately, it's the fortunate truth.
Yeah.
Everybody's not your friend.
Yeah.
You're going to have those people that are Judases. You're going to have those people that you can't take. You can't take them everywhere with you.
That's right.
In music, ministry, wherever you're trying to go, whatever dream you have, sometimes everybody can't go with you.
That's right.
Because they're kind of backwards somewhere. They don't even know where they're going.
Yeah.
So how is that going to benefit you if you don't know where you're going? You're trying to hang with me.
That's
or
right.
You're trying to go with me where I'm
They
going.
don't believe in your vision.
No.
They just want to ride the coattails.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they don't support you until they see.
Yeah.
It's popular.
Hey Kim, I'd love to come with you. Okay, but I asked you to help me two months ago to go to the community event, and you didn't want to come there. But now we going to the Stellar Awards. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Right? Well, Dr. Donnie, I'd love to help you, but that's a news segment. I need help here. I need you, but it's not in the spotlight, so people don't want to, you know.
You'd be amazed though at how many people want to be a part.
No, not really. I'm not surprised. No, not surprised. Not anymore. Yeah, right?
Years of doing what we've been doing all these years, nothing.
I could tell some stories.
At all. But I always tell people, I don't work on shows until God tells me to work on that show. I'll ask for opinions on topics and stuff, but when God tells me this is a topic you need to be doing, that is the topic I do.
Yeah.
So I really don't care about it, again, maturity, because before I step firmly into my role, I cared about what people thought.
Yeah.
And I might change up some of stuff because little Susan said for me to do. Now I really don't care.
That's right.
What you think about how I do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of times why people don't move into the direction where God wants them to go is because they're worried about uneducated, didn't ask you for opinion.
Yeah.
And the people that don't have will never walk in or work in that field. Ever.
But the word of God says wise counsel.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right? So Kim, wise counsel, we're not talking about just, okay, so and Monique, you brought up a good point. I'm not in the music business. The Dr. Don may be wise over here in radio, what have you, but I'm not your wise counsel when it comes to the music business. Right, Kim?
Right.
Because I don't know about that business. So wise counsel people, you have to be minded. If they're not in the industry, how are they going to tell you what you need to be doing?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. And Monique, I don't think I've ever told you what kind of show you need to do. How about, because I'm like, I have my business over here. I can't, and I know how it is. God will move you and he will speak to you on who to book to.
Yeah.
It's man.
I wish I had something to throw at you.
I don't have that to throw you.
Yeah,
but
good. Yeah.
That too is
Yes.
He will.
And tell you what, how to operate. And you may have to move some things around. You may have to push this and push that. But once it's the way God wants it to go, not the way you want it to go.
That's right.
In your own mind. Because at the end of the day, you have to realize that it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about the glorifying of God.
Yeah.
And so once you get into that mindset, like, okay, it ain't about me. Because yes, I wanted the conference to happen next month. Trust me, because that's what it was supposed to happen.
Oh, it was next month? Oh.
But God was like, because I need to, no matter how much you try to force something and want something to work, God will put you in a position where it's like, but it ain't. So I need you to take some steps backward.
Yeah.
So that I can bring you back forward. Because if you said that you want this, you have this vision and you want it to be bigger than what it was last year, the only way it's going to be that way is if you take your time.
But we're talking about, bigger for the kingdom.
That's right.
A bigger impact for the kingdom. We're not talking about the bigger stage and a bigger.
That's right.
And but to do more and be more for him. So I like that you said that, but I just had to clarify that in case people are thinking, oh, bigger stage, bigger. No, we're talking about a bigger impact for the king. Yeah, and that's what God told you.
Because a lot of people today don't do what they claim is their purpose in life for the king. They doing it for other people.
Motive.
Yeah, what are your motives?
All kind of other reasons.
Yeah.
To be seen, to be on the red carpet.
Yeah.
And like I've said for many, many years, you can be on all the kind of red carpets you want to be on. You can fly here and there. You can be on every magazine. You can have about 12 awards or 12, 20, 50, 100 awards on your shelf. But if that is not your purpose,
that's right.
All that is going to pass away.
That's right.
Only what you do for Christ will last.
Yeah, exactly.
And then what do you benefit? And then how do you benefit from it?
Yeah.
Once you stacked it up, what have you left behind? What impact did you leave behind after you stacked them all those awards up on you?
Because Kim, when somebody says, I put the pills up,
You
see what I'm saying? Not, oh my gosh, you look so pretty on the dress. Oh my gosh, we're talking about somebody didn't commit suicide.
Impact.
What is the impact for the kingdom, right, Mo? Because
I did a domestic violence show.
Yeah.
And after I did that show, I had a young lady hit me up on our page, wanted to know, can I give her help to get out of abuse?
wow. Oh man.
So I know what I've done has been an impact for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also can relate to what you just said a few minutes ago, that you want to do bigger for the kingdom, for the conference. So you stand still and you move in the way you want to. And I think that's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
I said I'm going to make it March, but I said I can't, because he's not telling me to
That's right.
move back right now. So
I'm in the waiting room too, waiting on some things, because there's something I really wanted to, and about a couple years I've been wanting to do it, and my mom's like, but Dawn, hold on, and God didn't tell me, right? And if God doesn't say it, it may have worked out for somebody else, but see, you know your relationship with Christ, right? And you know your track record with God. If I step before him, ahead of him, what's going to happen? It may have worked for you to go do that, but it's not going to work for me. And sometimes taking risks, that's fine. But sometimes, if we are Christians, we're going to follow God's voice. There's nothing wrong with taking a risk, but if God didn't confirm it, you are taking a risk that's foolish, because you're going to have to deal with some consequences. So taking risk is a good thing, but I mean, what does God say? And I think that's what we have to put out, these voices that just don't matter, these voices that really are, and they don't have our best interests at heart sometimes. You know, they really want to give some advice or what have you, and it seems like they're helping. And, you know, that's why you have to be careful.
And during COVID, everybody was counselors.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody was giving away like
certified.
Everybody.
Yeah, but it's self-proclaimed. Nobody had any credentials. It was self-proclaimed. Everybody was getting on Facebook Live and giving you advice.
Everybody had a show. Everybody had something popping.
Oh, well, is that what it is? Yeah, we need the word though, right? I don't know what was going on. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you might tell somebody something.
That's right.
You don't know what that mind frame is.
Oh man.
And they'll interpret it, what you're saying, in the wrong way, and they can take those feels.
Wow.
However, or go shoot up something.
Yes.
So you have to be mindful of how you try to get on Facebook and counsel people and all this stuff, and
because you could cause your brother to fall, to stumble, if you are not educated. That's why, and believe it or not, we have fun on the mic, right? But there's a responsibility. There's some areas I'm not going to touch, because that's not my niche. I brought on the counselor tonight, right? Ranisha. Or if I'm talking about grief, I will bring on grief counselors. We're not just going to be talking about 5 tips to that we got on Google. We have to be responsible. And even Kim, when you're singing, you have to make sure you're not singing false doctrine.
That's right.
Every day is going to be good if you just believe. If you believe in the Lord, he'll get you through. But we singing stuff that some of it is like, this is not, I got to turn this off. If you really listen to the words. But yeah, I'm telling you, Monique, what else do you want to say, co-host, tonight? And I love how Monique said, can I say something? Absolutely.
I just want to know, and were these people in the media, in the music world, or were they outside?
I said they definitely outside.
Okay, but did you at least watch it on YouTube? Did you ask them that? Did they at least go to YouTube and click it and listen to the whole thing so you could get some views, right? Did they do that, Kim?
You know, you never know with some people. A lot of people they expect it. Some people just like the topic they should talk.
And then
Y'all need to
things that we should come together and have all these great opinions and ideas, we don't.
Right.
be quiet. Yeah, just
stop.
We have our great opinions and ideas about whatever we see on social media, but the things that are most important that are happening right around to our young folks, and all of that, we don't have no opinions, no comments, no nothing on that.
Right? That really matter.
Yeah, it's the stuff that really matters.
Yeah.
Wow. Kim, you need to change that. Can you get on YouTube though and just listen while you cooking? Because that would give me some view. Did you tell him that, or you didn't? I'm just saying. Yeah. Nobody tells me over here because this is God's show. This is media ministry we doing over here.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't think I've had anyone tell me you should do it, or maybe they tried to. I don't know, but.
I've had it many.
Or maybe I just didn't listen. You know me. I'm just like, okay, thanks. But
it would have been better.
Are you going to give me some money? Are you going to produce? They don't ever want to, right? Everybody wants to be a guest, but don't nobody want to produce because that takes money.
I was going to say that, but I kept that.
Yeah. So you want to sponsor? Oh no. Okay, but yeah. Okay, please. Yeah. You need to do a show about, and then they the guests. Just, it's always about, we gotta be, but see, we used to be like that too. Let's be honest, we all are trying to come up, but you got to put some money on this thing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly.
Media takes money, people.
A lot.
It takes a lot of money. A lot of money. Now, Kim,
to do it right.
Yeah, to do it right. Kim, we want to end with this as we end this beautiful segment with you. This has been beautiful. Let me clap it up, play some applause. Yeah. That's right. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, we want you to sing a little something for us. If it's in your heart, and then we're going to play the music later. But if so, fine. Is your voice warmed up?
It should be.
That's on you. I'm not deleting nothing. It's on you. This is on Facebook Live, YouTube channel. It's on you, girl. So I'm just saying, if you need to walk out and if not, go for it.
Okay. Oh, the blood that gives me strength from day to day. It will never lose. It will never lose. It will never lose power.
Yeah. And it was without one.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Wonderful. I love it. I tell you. What can we say, Monique, after that?
You have to see her. That was a small sample.
Yes.
You have to see her in full glory.
Oh, listen to the music. Follow her on YouTube. I have her information. Find Lady Kimberly Jackson on YouTube. She's looking fabulous with the blue skirt and the white and the white shirt. Follow her. Her new music. What is it, Kim? It's on YouTube.
Jesus will see you through.
Jesus will see you through. Yeah. Good stuff. Let's snap. What do we snap it up? Clap it. Awesome. Support. Also, people, the I Am Enough conference, Saturday, August 10th, goes down. I will have the panelists back in June. We're going to have that show with the panelists again. Good stuff. Any final words, ladies?
Stay true to yourself. Be encouraged.
Yeah. Be encouraged.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Your situation doesn't define who you are.
That's good. That's good.
Jesus will see you through.
He will see you through. Brothers and sisters, keep listening. Look, coming up before we go into prayer, 5 minutes of favor. Yeah. Thank you for everyone who is watching.